What's up, y'all? What's this, episode 15? Doing my little weekly thing. I missed last week because I was tired. I just was tired, man. And I started working out last week. And that shit, it was cool. The next day was cool, but then I was at work. And then I had to lift all this heavy shit. So I was super sore the next day. And I just been like, oh, let me just relax. But the funny thing is, because this time, I'm about to work out to like October and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I got this thing I want to do in October. And when I do it, I want to be 170 pounds. So I'm about to gain this weight, which I weighed myself on the first day. It was 148.8. But 148, I thought it was going to be like 130 something, being honest. I was like, oh, okay, 148. But here's the funny thing, because like when niggas work out and shit, like, after the first workout, the first day, niggas swear they could like see shit and stuff. Like, 'cause this ain't my first time like trying to exercise or whatever or work out. I only successfully did it once. That was in 2019. But you know, I've always done like, oh, let me do like a P90X whatever or something. But it's like the first day niggas be swearing they be seeing shit. So I was feeling like that. I was like, oh man. I was like, yo, I'm getting bigger, you know what I'm saying? But listen, y'all, I only worked out once, you feel me? I worked out once, but here's the difference this time. Like, I knew the workouts I wanted to do and how I need to do them to get to where I need to get, you know, from doing it in 2019. And then, like, so I'm taking the weight gainer and shit and all this stuff. But then I added oats this time. 2 cups of oats. Which at first I was like, man, I will never do this shit again. Cause like it was so thick. Like the protein shake, it was so I was like, I'm like chewing it. It was thick as hell. It had little grits in it, like it was gritty, like from the oats. That shit was it was actually pretty good because I mixed it well, but still, like, you know, it was a lot. I had to break that shit down after a while. But oats are gonna be the move because when I started you know, I'm walking past the mirror and stuff. Mind you, I'm sore as fuck. And hold on real quick. Okay, now I'm pissed off because my dumbass hit fucking stop instead of pause like a dumbass. But y'all won't see it because when I piece it, y'all just gonna be me saying like, hold on, wait a minute, I'm gonna come right back. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So I added oats to this shit this time. You know what I'm saying? And because I seen it online, you know. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Oats will make you gain weight because I know a lot of people eat oatmeal, like when they're trying to work out and gain weight and shit. So I put the oats in it. And at first I was like, nah, fuck this shit. But then I was so sore for like 3 days after, which I didn't think I was gonna be that sore because I worked out like lightly to avoid the soreness and shit. Because I was watching this one thing. I remember Terry Crews said one time, he's like, you're not supposed to like work out till you get like painful sore. And the first day, which I guess I did right, but that day at work the next day really fucked it up. And that's what made me extra sore. Like the day after, I was sore, but it was like that good sore. I was like, oh, I feel the burn. And then like, but after that day after work, I was like, oh, I'm like in pain. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, I was like, oh, I'm really in pain. Like I had taken a leave, like straight up little bitch shit. Like I was even on the phone with this girl, and she was like, yeah. Well, she didn't say it like that, but still, she's like, oh, like why don't you, you know, get some help or something. And I'm like yelling. No, I'm not yelling, but I'm like snapping at her, like, ah, no, I'm not a pussy. It's it was I was fine though, but I was sore. But after that, so I'm like walking past the mirror, right? I'm like, bro, I know I'm bigger. I can I know what I look like, and in my head, I'm like, this that 1 day workout shit. Oh, you know you bigger and shit. So I kept walking past the mirror, right? And I was like, yo, fuck this. Yo, I'm gonna weigh myself next time. So I weighed myself, and I had gained 4 pounds in 1 week. And I was just like, I knew I fucking got bigger because I'm already little. So it's a noticeable 4 pounds in my chest. And a little bit in my shoulders, though, but really in my chest. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, oh, look, I'm Terry Cruising in the mirror. I was doing the Terry Crews thing. So I was like, oh, yeah. So now I'm excited. I'm like, I can't wait to get back to work out. Then my fucking car broke down. So now I'm like, damn. Don't even got time to work out because when I get done, I got to fucking do this other shit so I could take one of the work vehicles home and shit. It's just a lot. But it's cool. I'm gonna keep everybody posted like through all the way through October and stuff, and hopefully I do better than last time, because last time I did better than I thought I could. You know what I'm saying? I went from 135 to 150. You know what I'm saying? I'm 152 right now. I think that's the most I ever weighed in my adult life. I think I weighed that like in high school, but you know what I'm saying? You don't have bills in high school. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't have rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just paid other bills and stuff. But you know what I mean? Like, you could just buy and eat whatever you want, you know. And that's still not a lot, 155. And I might even be lying about that. I don't fucking know. But, yeah, it's at 152 or 151.8 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see where this goes by the end of the month. Because I got this thing, and this is another funny thing. I got this thing I want to do, but it's in October, and I'm like gearing up for that. And then today I'm listening to one of these other podcasts, and there's about to be they're organizing this rally in D.C. And why the fucking same day fall on the same day as the shit I'm supposed to be motherfucking doing that day? Like, I was like, yo, what kind of bullshit is this? It's fucked up too, because in my head, I was like, I hope the white people stop this and, you know, say, hey, you can't do it this day. You got to do another day. Because I really want to do what I want to do on October 15th. Feel me? And I know people are like, well, what is it? And I say people. Like, nigga, only like 6 people watch this. Ain't nobody worry about me. What is it? Don't worry about it. Just see the gains. You feel me? Y'all going to see, like, this neck going to start. They going to hit neck getting big. But, yeah, so that was that. What else happened? UFC. These last 2 weeks, garbage. Not so much on the fighting aspect, but the fucking betting aspect. Nigga bet all his motherfucking money. And this is why I'm pissed off, because, like, I need to stop. Also, I didn't bet on every fight. Normally I bet on every fight. See, this is what happens. You just bet a few, because you're being fucking lazy. I need to stop being fucking lazy. Every time I turn around, I'm doing some lazy-ass shit. That's why I didn't get shit last week. Lazy. But I'm betting, and I fucking lost. But I would have fucking won. There was 2 robberies, okay? What was that? Casey Kenny or some shit? Something Casey. And a nigga. What the fuck were their names? Hold on, let me look this real quick. Hold up. I think it was like Michael Johnson and Casey Kenny. But Casey's a girl. Let me see. Hold up. Yeah, Michael Johnson. That was one dude. He got robbed. I would have got paid good. And then there was Courtney Casey. Bitch got robbed by the shittiest person ever. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Valentina Shevchenko, but her sister is garbage. That was the best I ever seen her, and I still thought she lost. I don't know why they gave it to but anyway. So yeah, so now I'm back on gotta get my money back up. So I'll just bet smarter. This time next year, I'll be a pro. But I tell you, what I didn't like, there's this fighter named Tresean Gore. I'm going to tell you what I didn't like and what I liked. I ain't going to say which order, so I'm going to just go. But this is about Tresean Gore. So there's this fighter named Tresean Gore, right? He was on this TV show called The Ultimate Fighter. It's basically like a reality show for the UFC. You fight your rounds. The winner gets a UFC contract, right? He was fighting, knocking niggas out, you know what I'm saying, beating niggas up. But then he got injured, so he couldn't fight the final fight. So the other guy had to fight the final fight. And then when he got healed, the guy who fought the final fight, he won. And then they fought. And then he lost that one. And it was by decision. He lost that one. So I was like, oh, man. Oh, hold on. Let me backtrack. The reason I like the guy, A, he's black. Yeah, I said it. He's black. He's good. Duh. But the main reason I like him, because he's coming out of Gwinnett. You know, I live in Gwinnett. Specifically, he's coming out of 8 minutes down the street. Well, I think he might live in Norcross, but he's fighting out of like 8 minutes down the street or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah, like this guy is like, I never had somebody from my cause I've always lived in a suburb. I've never had someone from like where I live, do something cool like that. You know what I mean? Like maybe the state or even the area like Long Island, but no one like from my city, like Mastic Beach. Like right now, there's apparently this boxer from Mastic Beach that we went to high school with, and apparently I'm supposed to remember him. I was like, I don't fucking remember this guy. He was white too. I definitely don't remember him. But apparently he's doing well. But I'm not rooting for him because I don't want to. Maybe I should. I'm being a fucking asshole right now. It's like, don't root for the guy because everyone else from your high school remembers him and you don't. So now you don't want to root for him. But then again, I don't really watch boxing. So maybe he was on a fight card that I fucking watch. I don't want to fucking watch boxing. I only watch the prize fights in boxing. I'm a UFC nigga. What's good? I'm an MMA nigga. What's good? So, damn, where was I at? I lost my... Yeah, so this nigga's fighting out of Gwinnett, which is ill because at first it said... When he first fought, it said fighting out of Atlanta, Georgia. But I know he trains at the American Top Team with the Lima brothers. Is that American Top Team? I think it's American Top Team. Yeah. I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. It's the Lima brothers gym. Yeah, it is American Top Team. Okay. So he trains at American Top Team, which is like down the street from my house and shit. So I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. And it's cool because I definitely thought about doing it. But, so he was fighting out of Atlanta, which, I gave him some props. And he's cool, too, because he replies back on the internet all the time and stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, I like how you fighting out of Gwinnett, you know what I'm saying? Like Duluth, all that. I mean, even though the things in Duluth, I was like, I like how... No. I think in the show, it might have said Atlanta. I know when I messaged him. At that next fight after I messaged him, it said Duluth. I was like, oh. And I was like, I like how you didn't put out of Atlanta. So many people, because I live so close to the city. Not like for me, but if you don't live in Georgia, I live so close to the city. A lot of people just say Atlanta. And I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like I don't know. I just don't like city shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a suburb guy. So he fighting out of the gym, and he said Duluth and shit. So I'm like, oh yeah, I fuck with him, and he's good. But this time when he fought, that shit said out of Lawrenceville, nigga. When I tell you a nigga was so hyped, nigga, I stood up, and I had a female with me watching the fight too. I stood up. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm clapping and shit. I was like, ah. And I was like, Lawrenceville niggas, let's go. Let's go, my ass. He got knocked the fuck out in the first round. I was like, Jesus fuck, man. And you know what the worst part is? I'm not sure. I don't want to say he was beating the dude. But the other guy seemed like he was tired. And versus him, I feel like he just like paced himself when he shouldn't have. Which I know it sounds crazy. Is this the type of fighter he is? It's just like when Masvidal did that shit. Like he's gonna find out. He's gonna be like, yo, fuck all this. I'm gonna fight my fight. Fuck all this trying to watch. The next fight he does, he's gonna knock the fucking dude's head off into the goddamn parking lot. Which is crazy too, because like everyone in the fucking UFC not everyone in UFC, but like the fans of the UFC and stuff, like they fucking hate him because he's confident in himself. Like they just love that he lost this week. They're like, and they were fucking talking shit about me on Twitter and stuff. Like, that didn't age well. Because I was like, yeah, like he was in every parlay of mine. That's why I fucking lost. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't tripping, but I am. But I ain't. And they was like, oh, you should have did that. I was like, niggas just love talking shit. But if he would have won, nobody would have said that. Nobody would have said that shit to me. Like, oh, dumb fucks. But it's okay, because I'm going to keep rocking with the nigga. Because that's Lawrenceville. And he looks like one of my friends. So, it is what it is. It is weird, though. I will say this, though. This nigga trained with Jared Cannonier, who just fought Israel Adesanya. He trained with Charles Oliveira, who has the most submissions in UFC, and I mean, let's be real, he's the lightweight champion. What's that, 155? Is that lightweight? That is lightweight. Or is it featherweight? No, featherweight's 145. Yeah, so he's the lightweight champion, right? Train with that nigga. Who else did he fucking train with? I think Henry Cejudo. Olympic gold medalist. Olympic gold medalist. 2-time champ. In fucking the UFC. So, but it's all right. It's okay. Because I remember Charles Oliveira sucked. Nobody even knew who he was. Matter of fact, Brandon Moreno, he was a champion for 135 pounds. That motherfucker, he got kicked out the UFC and came back and became the shit. So, which I think he fights in 2 weeks, so that'll be good. But yeah, man. So yeah, I lost all my little bets. Well, I don't want to say I lost all my bets. I won like $38, but I was supposed to win like thousands. If my shit if those two people didn't get robbed and Trayshawn didn't get knocked out, dog, I'd be sitting on some thousands right now. Scratch that. If they didn't get robbed, I'll be sitting on some hundreds, and the hundreds will equal thousands. I don't want you to be like, thousands? Like, no, it's like hundreds that equal thousands. If everything would have went good. Because in the week before that, I hated that. All the fighters I picked to win won. They just didn't win the way I picked their ass. Because I forgot to just pick them straight up, like, as a winner. Fucking person. But with all this fighting shit, I tell you what I am hyped about. This nigga Jake Paul. This nigga was supposed to fight Tyson Fury's little brother Tommy Fury fucking twice. And this nigga done fucking pulled out the fight twice. So now this nigga's fighting Hasim Rahman Jr., which his dad was the heavyweight champ. I know y'all know the name. But apparently they sparred together, which I'm like, why would he fight this guy? This guy is going to beat the shit out of him. This guy's got over 100 amateur fights. He's 12-1. His dad's a pro, like. But I give him props. I was like, okay, he's about to test himself. Apparently they sparred together before, and it didn't go well. And then that's what I like about Jake Paul, too. He said it, too. He's like, nah, he got the best of me. He's like, but that was like before the Nate Robinson fight. He's like, I'm way better now. So I was like, okay, my nigga want to test himself. And he said, he's like, once I fuck him up, I'll fight anybody after that. He's like, I just got to get a boxer, checked off my list. So I was like, all right, props to that shit. I'll be amped for that. That shit will be August 6th. Madison Square Garden, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to be hyped for that shit. Hold up. How the fuck that happened? Anyway. What am I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, Jake Paul. Yeah, so that's cool. And other news. While I was sore, I've been watching a lot of TV. And I tell you right now, nigga, Apple ain't playing, son. Apple TV, I'm telling it now, Apple TV is the best streaming. Scratch that. Apple TV has the best content on their streaming shit. I don't want to say they're the best because I don't fucking know. But, I mean, I think Netflix is best. But when it comes to... why is my shit, like, weird? Hold up. That ain't right. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Damn, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, yeah, Apple TV. Apple TV definitely got the fucking hardest shows right now, son. Like, out of all my shows, like, that are on my favorites list, like, a bunch of them are on Apple TV. Ted Lasso, which is, to me, the best show on TV right now. Like, all the shows on television right now, Ted Lasso is number one. They got fucking C with Jason Momoa. That shit is hard as fuck. They got, I'm going to do my one podcast, too, the movie shit. I'm going to do that eventually. I think my first one might be Black Panther 2. But, we'll play by ear. There's been a lot of shit I've been watching. I'm like, damn, I'm just passing up great fucking content. What is this goofy ass shit? Bruh. I swear to fucking... Is it election season? Like, what the fuck am I getting these fucking... These motherfuckers talking about sign up for our petition to... I should reply back. I'll be like, sign up for my petition for Congress to pass my motherfucking reparations. Get the fuck out of my damn face. Anyway, so boom. What I say? They got Ted Lasso. C with Jason Momoa. They just got the new show, Loot. It's not that good, but I see where it's going. That's more of a white show, to be honest. I know they got black girls, the main thing, but she's like half a black. Barely. She's one of those barely blacks. Like Rashida Jones. Chris Rock's wife from fucking Grown Ups, that bitch. But it's cool. To me, it's more like a. It's like a spoof to me of like the Jeff Bezos situation. Because the show is about like how her husband was like some rich ass nigga, and I guess he cheated on her, and she got mad. And I'm saying like, why would you get mad? Look at you and look who you cheated with. Like, shut up, bitch. Anyway, so then she got mad, and she divorced him, and she got half his money, so she became like the richest woman in the world, just like Jeff Bezos, ex-girl. Anyway, that one's okay. Luke. But nah, I'm excited because they got this new show, and it's got the fucking guy from fucking Kingsman in it, and I like that guy. I think he's fucking cool. I also think he took the guy from Hunger Games' career because they kind of looked alike, and then you never seen that Pita guy from Hunger Games, the Pita bitch, the pussy who would just paint his face and lay on the floor like he's fucking blending in with flowers and shit. They looked alike, but you don't see that guy anywhere ever anymore. This other guy, he was in Kingsman, and he was in something else. Robin Hood? He was in Robin Hood with Jamie Foxx. That shit was hard. But anyway, yo. Nah, but Apple TV, man. Apple TV be busting. But that's not what I've been watching. I tell you what the fuck I've been watching. I've been watching this fucking show, which I clowned the shit out of. Just like Walking Dead. I clowned Walking Dead. Then I watched it. I was like, this show's amazing. It's a fucking show called 60 Days In. I remember when everybody was talking about it, and I just thought it was so fucking stupid. I was like, why the fuck would you fucking go to jail on purpose? Like, that shit is dumb. I don't know. In my head, I guess I just thought it was like stupid white people like, I'm going to try it out. Nigga, this show is the hardest reality show I've ever seen in my life. I was like, I don't know why people talking about the Kardashians. This shit is gangster as fuck. It's just, it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? Because the people are scared and shit. Well, the first 2 seasons were exciting. These next 2, they're like in Atlanta. Because they got a new season coming out, but I'm trying to, like, do the whole catch-up thing. So, like, season 3 and 4, they're in Atlanta and shit. Yeah, that shit's a little more scary. I was like, oh, I can see how someone could be, like, scared in here. But it's been going good. That's not the point I'm fucking making. Here's the fucking point I'm making. A, I need to stop watching the fucking show because it's starting to affect my life. They're fucking talking about so much respect and stuff. You know, I was at work today, and I went and got some food, right? And I came in, the guy was like, hey, buddy, you know what I'm saying? Doing that Indian shit or that Middle Eastern fake shit. Hey, buddy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't your fucking buddy. But I thought we were cool. So I'm like, hey, yo, what's up? I get something, I grab my son to eat. He's like, yo, is this for here to go? I was like, you know what? It's going to be for here. I bring my cup in. I was like, yo, let me, can I get some ice and stuff? He's like, oh, yeah. Ice machine don't work because he's being cheap because people coming in there getting ice, being cheap. Took the ice off on purpose. It ain't broke. I know how machines work. Talking about, oh, it don't work. Yeah, I bet the drive-thru won't work. That's what I should say. Give me some ice from the motherfucking drive-thru, bitch. But where was that? Yeah, so I'm out there and this nigga, my food, and I sit at the table. The table's wobbly as fuck. So my drink's about to fall every time I put my elbow on it. So I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'm going to just put my drink on the floor. So I put my drink on the floor. I'm eating it. I forget my drink is down there. Some fucking guy comes in and starts talking to me. I was like, that's when the 60-day in kick. I was like, why is he fucking talking to me? I'm not his fucking friend. I was like, oh, he just must be trying to blend in. I was like, what is he trying to blend in? We're fucking customers at a chicken store. But I'm 60 days in. I'm 60 days in my mind. But this is when it really hit. I got done eating. And I forgot my cup was there, and I knocked the fucking cup over. And the fucking Middle Eastern owner guy just looked at me. He was like, yo, what the? I was like, what do you mean, what the? The fuck is wrong with this fucking table? It's wobbly as fuck. If you fix this motherfucking table, I want to drop this goddamn. I got all loud and aggressive and shit. I was like, oh man, why am I jumping this guy off? I was like, cause he's disrespecting me. Like the 60 days in people. He was fucking disrespecting me, man. I got mad as fuck, yo. That shit knocked over, nigga. I was like, somebody could come get this. I was like, I don't know why you mad at me. This fucking table is wobbly. I would never knocked it the fuck over. It's this table didn't fucking wobble. And the customer that said what's up to me, he like looked startled and shit. So I moved the chairs over the water spill because it was a big ass water spill. We're talking like it's like 64 ounces. You know what I'm saying? The customer, he flips the table over and fixes it. He fixes the fucking table. He's like, look, it's not wobbling no more. And the guy was like, oh yeah, thanks. I was like, yeah, fuck all that. Why didn't you do that? You knew the table was fucked up. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Yeah, I just walked out. I was like, hey, fuck him. Fuck this damn fucking thing. I was like, I won't be eating here again. Plus, I tell you the truth, I don't care for how he treated the old black lady that came in there beforehand. I was going to say something then, but she was a little ghetto too. So I was like, oh, fuck this bitch. But granted, if he would have like got super aggressive, I wouldn't have let that shit fly. But boom. All right, so I've been on that show and that shit affected me at work. But here's the kicker. So I'm watching season 4, right? And they're in Atlanta, right? And they show some of the people and some of the people, I guess, I don't know if they were there in the season 3, because season 3 and 4 is the same. They kind of run them like a week after each other. So there's a girl in season 4 that they didn't show in season 3 that's in the jail. They showed this bitch. I was like, yo, I fucked that girl. I fucked that girl that's on my TV right now. Her name was Amani, too. I was like, yeah, I remember that bitch. That bitch. It's funny, because here's the funny story about that bitch. It's funny. That's what I meant to fucking tell Smitty today. I fucking called him and forgot. So, boom. There was a time, like, I might have been like 18, 19, right? Met this bitch at the Subway, where I met most of my hoes back in the day. So, boom. She was at Subway, and no. I was working at Subway. Yeah, I met her, whatever, hit that shit, whatever. But this was after. So this guy that worked, because I worked at a Subway that was inside of Walmart. There was a guy that worked inside of Walmart. And, he come through all the time, and, I'm funny. Everyone likes me, so I'm always, like, communicating with people. So he's like, yo, son, can I use your phone real quick, like, to call my girl and stuff? I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So then he come back, and he's like, yo, why you got Imani's number in your phone? I was like, yo, my nigga, I'll let you use my phone to call your girl, nigga. Why the fuck you going through my, like, contacts? He's like, I didn't. I dialed the number and the name popped up. And I was like, oh. I know it's your girl. I was like, well, if that's your girl, you need to leave her. He was like, why? I was like, I was just with her, like, Saturday. And he called her and shit. And she's like, no, I wasn't. I was like, all right, bet. So, because we all went to the movies, like, as a group. So I called the other people in the group. I was like, what was the name of the bitch that was with me all? I was like, didn't I have a bitch with me at the movie? They was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, that girl's lying, yo. She never mentioned you or nothing. But that's what he get. That's what every nigga gets. That's what every nigga gets. Stop thinking you could, like, fuck bitches. How do I say this? It's because it's going to come out, like, stop thinking you could fuck bitches if I'm around. And I don't want to say that, but since I already said it, fuck it. Yeah, it's almost like that. Like, nigga, if you ain't as ill as me, don't think you finna fuck some bitch over me. Like I told Smitty today. I'm the reason why lame niggas have bad bitches, nigga. Because after I destroy them, they don't want to fucking fuck with that nigga. They don't want to fuck with nobody handsome. They fuck with everything. They go opposite. They're like, They be trying to run. So for all you niggas all you ugly niggas that got a bad bitch, you can thank me. Or people like me. Which made me think about this one girl today. She looked just like fucking, what's that bitch name? From New. She looked just like Lauren London. I fucked this bitch when I was like, I had to be 21 because I was drinking alcohol. So I might have been 21, which is weird. I had my daughter at 22. 21, I did a lot of fucking that year. And 2011, I did a lot of fucking that year. But girl looked just like Lauren London. And she, I was hitting that shit. And she was like, oh, I want a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, I'm not doing that. And yeah, she left, and I'm pretty sure her boyfriend looked like shit after. Cause I seen her like a year later. I was like, hey, you got that boyfriend? She's like, yeah. I was like, all right, bitch. That's like this one bitch, cause you know I be on like, I don't want to say all the apps, but I have been on the apps, most of the apps. Like, you know, getting these hoes, you know, you press left and shit. So I be on Facebook dating and shit, and I was kicking it with this one chick. Like, we were supposed to meet up, and some shit happened, and then, like, we got one argument, she got mad and, like, blocked me. I was like, what a dumb bitch. And I texted her a while ago, like, on her phone, cause she didn't block me on the phone, she blocked me on Messenger. Text the phone, I was like, oh, you still single? She's like, yeah, like, who's this? And I'm saying, like, yo, son, we was going so well, we got one argument, and then you blocked me. Just to still be single. You ladies are dumb hoes. What the fuck y'all be doing that goofy-ass nonsense for? Because this guy's not doing what you want. You think in your head you're going to go find this shit, but in actuality, you're just getting fucked by different guys. Then you want to come back to me. Any bitch that comes back to me has to go through, like, mud and razors. And I don't want to say AIDS because I ain't got that, but, you know, they got to go through it to get back to me. You know what I'm saying? Because fuck that. I'll be like, yeah, the grass wasn't greener on the other side, was it? You thought everything was all good, and it's fucking not. Yeah, but that's pretty much it, though. You know what I'm saying? That wraps up pretty much what's been going on from the last time I chatted with y'all to now. Just been working, really. Working. Trying to work out. Trying to hit this goal, 170. I'm trying to walk around this bitch looking like Kamaru Usman. You feel me? For y'all don't know who that is the welterweight champion of the world, the UFC. Welterweight champion. I'm about to walk around looking like that. And I think it's going to be easy, too, because I just think it's going to be easy. Like, I know what I'm doing this time. Last time, I didn't know what I was doing until, like, the third month. This time, I'm going in knowing what the fuck I'm doing, so it's going to help. So, as soon as my car gets fixed, I'm back on that shit. And with that being said, shit, man, boom, I hit my little 30 minutes. And I got pieced together the other clip now. But other than that, man, shit, holla at y'all. See y'all next week.